My soul is waiting for you, O Lord. In your word is my hope.
My soul is waiting for you, O Lord. In your word is my hope.
There is forgiveness with you, so that you shall be feared.
In your words is my hope.
Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit.
My soul is waiting for you, O Lord. In your word is my hope. Our third reading is taken from Dilexi, the Apostolic exhortation by Pope Leo, Article 87. With Saint John Paul II, the Church's preferential relationship with the poor was consolidated, particularly from a doctrinal standpoint. His teaching saw in the option for the poor a special form of primacy in the exercise of Christian charity, to which the whole tradition of the Church bears witness. In his encyclical Solicitudo Rei Socialis, he went on to say, "Today, furthermore, given the worldwide dimension which the social question has assumed, this love of preference for the poor and the decisions which it inspires in us cannot but embrace the immense multitudes of the hungry, the needy, the homeless, those without medical care, and above all, those without hope of a better future. It is impossible not to take account of the existence of these realities. To ignore them would mean becoming like the rich man who pretended not to know the beggar Lazarus lying at his gate. Saint John Paul II's teaching on work is likewise important for our consideration of the active role that the poor ought to play in the renewal of the Church and society, thus leaving behind a certain paternalism that limited itself to satisfying only the immediate needs. In his encyclical Laborem Exercens, he forthrightly stated that human work is a key, probably the essential key, to the whole social question. Amid the multiple crises that marked the beginning of the third millennium, the teaching of Benedict XVI took a more distinctly political turn. Hence, in the encyclical Caritas in Veritate, he affirms that the more we strive to secure a common good corresponding to the real needs of our neighbors, the more effectively we love them. He observed, moreover, that hunger is not so much dependent on lack of material things as on shortage of social resources, the most important which are institutional. What is missing, in other words, is a network of economic institutions capable of guaranteeing regular access to sufficient food and water for nutritional needs, and also capable of addressing the primary needs and necessities ensuing from genuine food crises, whether due to natural causes or political irresponsibility, nationally and internationally. Pope Francis recognized that in recent decades, alongside the teachings of the bishops of Rome, national and regional bishops' conferences have increasingly spoken out. He could personally attest, for example, to the particular commitment of the Latin American episcopate to rethinking the Church's relationship with the poor. In the immediate post-conciliar period, in almost all Latin American countries, there was a strong sense of the Church's need to identify with the poor and to participate actively in securing their freedom. The Church was moved by the masses of the poor suffering from unemployment, underemployment, unjust wages, and substandard living conditions. The martyrdom of Saint Oscar Romero, the Archbishop of San Salvador, was a powerful witness and an inspiration for the Church. He had made his own the plight of the vast majority of his flock and made them the center of his pastoral vision. The conferences of the Latin American bishops held in Medellin, Puebla, Santo Domingo, and Aparecida were also significant events for the life of the Church as a whole. For my part, having served as a missionary in Peru for many years, I am greatly indebted to this process of ecclesial discernment, which Pope Francis wisely linked to that of the other particular churches, especially in the global south. I would now like to take up two specific themes of this episcopal teaching. Here ends our third reading.
Thanks be to God.